Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yo, I'm so angry, guys.
Nope.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Good morning, DC TV fam. It is fucking Friday. It's not
mimosas being poured here, baby.
Welcome to fucking Friday. It is September 30th, 2022. It's the last day of September. Can you believe this shit? Oh,
It's already cold. Oh,
Who gives a
Lord.
fuck?
He's not gonna light up a cigar. Cheers, Jaime.
This is goods right here, guys. This is amazing shit.
Somehow they didn't make it to the golf course. I'm
You
still
see
trying
that?
to figure that one out.
The humidity is at 69%.
69.
Ew.
It's your sense of humor, brother.
Cheers to that.
Good morning, everybody. Looking at futures, right? Welcome to DC TV, first of all. This is the most fucked up finance show you will find on the internet. Looking at futures right now,
Ain't that the truth?
it's flat. It's flat across the board. We have the S&P futures that are up around 2.75 points. La-di-da. Dow's down 12 points. The NASDAQ is just hanging on to green. Crude oil is still hanging on to $80 a barrel. Looking at Bitcoin, that is actually up still outperforming the indexes. It's up 63 points. No big deal, but it's at $19,290 per Bitcoin. Those are your futures as we head into the open. We are missing some people. Oh, we're not missing anybody. We have a special guest today. I see him rolling in the house. See him rolling in here. We have none other than Peter Saddington that's going to be coming up in the show later on this morning. But we have so many other things to go to chat about as well. Guys, how's everybody doing? I feel like I just took over the show.
Trying to stay dry. And of course, all the schools around here are canceled. So we have children remote learning and all that fun stuff today.
They give us grown-ups homework for the kids. Jesus. What happened to makeup day?
I know. We're
What
supposed to
happened
get
to snow days?
Yeah, we're supposed to get like 4 inches of rain here.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up a little less. It looks like it's trending more east of Charlotte for the bulk of the rain. So we'll see what happens.
Some of the footage from like Fort Myers and shit is crazy, bro.
Absolutely obliterated.
Yeah, crazy.
Do you see some of the sunset pictures in Wilmington and just other places along the East Coast? Like literally orange and red, just fire skies. Unreal pictures, but
yeah. Even here last night, it was really pretty sky last night.
Yeah. What is it? Red sky in the morning, sailor's warning. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. So the red skies in the morning are not good.
No, it was crazy. Just to kind of see it all rolling. You know, the cliche calm before the storm was definitely that last night. Yeah. Because it was windy all day yesterday too. And then, you know, as the evening went on, it kind of died down. And then today it's just like an absolute mess out there. But thinking about everybody who is in Fort Myers, the Fort Myers area. I hope you guys stayed safe. I got some people on my chaos crew that are down there that are actually going through it. Some of the footage and things that they're seeing that they saw is pretty tough. So if you guys do need anything, please feel free to reach out. I have a history of helping those out that are affected by hurricanes. So I've flown down to Houston, participated in their food banks and all that good stuff. So
dang, we might have run into each other in Houston, Brad, without even knowing it at that time.
We may have.
And I was on the telecom side, so all of us could have been there.
Hey, let's get a crew and go.
Yeah,
that's the thing. One of my favorite things that comes out of like catastrophes like this is the Cajun Army. That whenever something happens anywhere in the South, that Cajun Army comes out with all their airboats and P-Rows and everything else. They come out and they do everything. It's amazing.
They get it. They get it.
Yeah.
Oh absolutely.
Yeah. Community's about.
Yep.
Yep. As do we.
We do.
Right. We're building, guys.
That's right.
Decentralized TV. It's decentralized community around the world.
We
don't
all
care where
we
you're
all
from.
came from the community, so
that's right. We're spawned from there.
It's all family. A couple things that are going to be that we're going to be chatting about today. Shania Twain's coming out with a new album, and she looks fire. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to be having celebrity birthdays. Kathy Woods also got some things to say about the Fed, and she's doubling down on some of the stocks that we said she was crazy about doubling down on. So we'll talk about that a little bit as well. Also, McDonald's is coming out with adult Happy Meals. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. And then, of course, we have
Nostalgia.
the one and only Peter Saddington coming on. Guys, if you hadn't checked out the chat, I actually did not put it in there. Oh, no, I did. Check out the chat in the description. I'm pinning it to our chat right now. Go check out our Discord, if you will. It's absolutely free. If you want to get more DCTV, can't get enough of it. 1 hour is just not going to cut it for you. Please go there and check out our Discord if you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, finance, and just really whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Go in there in the Discord. We'd love to have you guys become part of our community, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So
in all
it's
the
great.
previous all the members, the OGs of DCTV, have always known Peter to pivot, build very quickly, and there's quite a few things that have evolved. And that's why we really want to share the vision and where we're headed as an organization towards the future and how we all can participate in it. So stay tuned, guys. Let's get through the fun stuff.
Yeah, there's lots of really cool shit happening. So, all right, moving on. So we have an interesting topic here. Oh, there he is.
What's
There's
that?
the man.
Better late than
Going
never.
on.
Sorry about that.
No rush. No rush.
Lord
By
Fenrir,
the way,
I do want to
we
want to
broadcast
address
on
his
Eastern time.
question at some point.
Yeah, let's just do it now. Let's just do it now.
That's fine. I don't know. I'm not sure how you say. Do you say this Neoxa? Maybe I'm
Yeah.
not sure how you say
Raising
this.
the
But
I'd say
Neoxa and the
Neoxa.
proof of gaming concept on top of their proof of work.
so, I have a guy that that does gaming, blockchain gaming. Shout out Latert. He's an amazing guy. He's been in this for a while now, and gaming is going to catch fire, especially in the blockchain community. At some point, it will. But there is so much money that has to be spent in the gaming industry to get something up and running, and that's what he's running into. Latert's running into a lot with this stuff. So it's kind of like cannabis stocks. There's a ton of them. Which one is going to catch fire? Because those games that are developed now that pay suck to play. And the games that are fun to play take forever to develop. So there's this massive, I guess, balance that you have to figure out is how long are we going to pay these developers to make this awesome game that people want to play, but we also have to make money. So I don't know anything about that particular one that you asked right now, but in the gaming industry in general with blockchain, there's still, everybody has got a very long way to go, despite how good their website or team or anything else may be. So just keep it in mind. I think any gaming is a long play at this point.
And I love your philosophy, Tam, which is part of our philosophy. How long are we going to pay to build versus to produce, to actually get products out there? So it's a very good point. So by looking at that token, we got to look at what the production is.
Yeah. And I mean, they're partnering with Minecraft, and that's fine, but then they still have to implement the blockchain into that technology. Seriously, that's the biggest conundrum that somebody in the game is talking about. Like, you have all these big companies that want it, but it's just not ready yet. I don't care who you are. It's not ready. The partnerships are there. They're clearly building toward that future that I do believe is inevitable. But if anybody claims that they are already there yet for a pay-to-play blockchain-based crypto gaming system, they're lying. So it's just a long play, because you can get paid for playing right now, but the games really, really suck. They're not fun. They're not ready for mass adoption yet. So they're working on it for sure.
The typical build cycle for a game is what, 2 years, 2.5?
That's if you're established and up and running.
Right. I mean, that's a long play to begin with, right?
It is.
So now you're adding the complexity of Web3 on top of it.
Yeah. And what was golly, we've seen the highlight footages of the awesome gaming system where everything is super real.
G6, was it the one that leaked?
No.
Grand Theft
It's-
Auto.
Yeah, I'll think of it, but it's like a real game 5 or something. It's just unreal graphics. Like Keanu Reeves and Trinity did like a cameo in one of them. But anyways, like, they're partnering with these Unreal graphics teams to make blockchain-based games, but they're just not ready yet. They're not. I mean, and I have that from direct information of a guy who's building right now.
And Lord Fenrir mentioned they're partnering with Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's mining it. I mine some GPU mining stuff like just in hopes that it's good later. So mine it. If you can make money off of it, make money off of it. We'll look into it, but at some point that will be the standard. I absolutely believe that. It's just not ready yet.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But participate where there's development and it's a project you believe in. Get involved.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
Lord Denver is getting in there. So,
Absolutely. And don't hesitate to continue to share that with us and how that's going and all of that.
Yeah, I'm
too.
gonna look into it a little more though.
Cool.
beautiful.
Brad wants an
moving
airboat.
on.
I want an airboat too.
Moving on, a couple of headlines, guys. Shania Twain. She still looks like this at 57 years old.
Filters.
She is
Yeah,
great.
okay.
She got what? She got an OnlyFans? That would be. She does have a new album though, which is actually crazy because she lost her vocal cords. That's crazy.
Mhm.
At 57 years old, that's what she looks like nowadays. I was looking out for you, Tamp. Really, more so than anything.
What are you looking out for me for?
Oh, you said
We're echoing. That's
That's molten
gotta
lava
be done.
all over her dress. Molten lava. Hot.
yeah. God damn it, you're so corny.
She looks good.
Does she not look like molten lava all over?
Yeah, kind of. It does.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, it does.
It does.
It does.
Thanks, guys.
But anyways, I just couldn't believe that 57 years old.
Yeah, keep on trucking.
I mean, there's plenty of surgery in there, I'm sure. However, she still has to
And
keep that
you
vitamin
know
C.
what? Do it conservatively.
Yeah, she doesn't look overly done.
Right. Yeah.
She doesn't look overly done,
No.
and I'm fine with that. Yeah, no overblown lips. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What about her?
What's that?
Well, it's definitely Dawn.
Yeah.
I just muted my echo still there.
It's only
While
you.
you were talking.
You, buddy. Are you on Spectrum?
Yeah.
There
Everybody's
he
clear
goes.
now.
Now everybody's good.
Yeah. Can you mime? Here's the part.
Sign language.
See?
Yeah, but
We'll do it.
I don't hate on plastic surgery as long as you chill with it, like don't go
Yeah,
overboard
yeah.
and turn into a different person. I mean, at some
Yeah.
point, hey,
Moderation.
if you want to hold on to your youth and you get a little Botox, you get a little, this and that,
That's
it's all
fine.
good. It's all good in my book.
All in moderation.
I've seen a lot of that working at a gym. It's like they start one time, but was it body dysmorphia? It's like they just get so used to it looking in the mirror, and then it just I've seen some people go down some crazy rabbit holes. Like you
Oh,
should
yeah.
have stopped like 15 ago. Like that.
Mhm.
Now it's
Right.
a bit too much.
Yeah, a little nip tuck here every now and then. That's not a big deal in my opinion. But
Agreed.
anyways, looking at the next topic here, before we get into some more of the finance related stuff, I just had to talk about this because this is on CNBC's Make It. McDonald's is releasing a new Happy Meal for adults to recreate one of the most nostalgic experiences, and I think this is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, I'm buying.
Does it come with 26 chicken nuggets?
This is for millennials, and I resemble the millennials, and I for one am ashamed of my generation for this.
Why? I'm pumped for this. What's in it?
What's in it?
Yeah. Better
It's
come
like-
Game Boy.
Big Mac or a 10-piece.
And does it
The
bring
Cactus Plant
condoms
Flea
as a
Market
gift
box is
or
a
what?
collaboration between McDonald's and famous streetwear brand and will roll out to the participating stores on October 3rd. Unlike smaller menu items, including the classic Happy Meal, the Cactus Plant Flea Market box will feature either a Big Mac or a 10-piece chicken McNuggets as soda and fries. Inside the box will also be one of the 4 collectible figurines of McDonald's mascots Grimace, the Hamburglar, and Birdie, as well as a Cactus Buddy. Here's the thing. If it had something like, I don't know, AirPods or some shit, I'd be
CBD?
about that.
CBD.
Yeah. Throw some gummies in there.
Yeah.
But this is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
ridiculous. This is what's in our adult Happy Meals.
No one wants to eat that shit.
See that?
Don, I think somebody's echoing like crazy.
I'm
Big
not
time.
really admitted Brad, but he's probably got a little downward like 900.
Oh, it's fucking you, bro.
Bro.
You sound like
Everybody's fine now.
you sound like you're underwater.
There you go.
It's funny because when I met myself, you guys still felt weird.
Nope. Greg, mute. See what happens. What's with the audio issues?
Y vamos corriendo por la cancha. ¡Gol!
There we go.
Are we echoing?
Who knows?
No.
Yeah, you're still going.
It's just you, though.
It's just you, Don.
I don't know.
Read the comments. Look at the private chat. In our private chat.
It's got to be Brad and I, man.
I'm telling you, it is. It's something in the processor or soundboard.
I don't think so. It's never a problem until Don comes on.
All right, let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's get this show going.
Anyways, I think this McDonald's concept is just the epitome of what
desperation.
what this generation is.
Sounds like that.
It's like, God damn it, man. It's like as soon as we get some sort of like, all right, millennials got it together, then they don't.
Yeah, I thought the toys would be cool. Now that it's just like the hamburger.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna be big. I bet that's flops.
If it was like Ninja Turtles or some shit, maybe. Would I go
California raisins.
Yeah. But Grimace, get out of here. All right, so that was the last non-related, what have you. Let's just move on to this here, and this is Kathy Woods. So Kathy Woods ARK Invest launched a new venture capital fund targeting individual investors with a minimum investment of just $500. So you can be part of the ARK fund for $500. Anybody can hop into this. It's not a Reg A. It is something else that they called it, and I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, if she can reach out to the.
But it's not a Reg A. It's something similar to like a Reg A. Hold on one second. I need to log out of this because Discord just keeps blowing up and it's super annoying.
There you go.
All right. Getting back to this, it has been interesting to see Kathy Wood. Here we go. Boom. Interesting to see Kathy Wood continue to actually go down this road because we also have an article here where she's doubling down on 3 stocks, Tesla, Zoom, and what was the other one, Tam?
Roku. I don't get this. I don't understand this
I was
one.
expecting more crypto. And even
For sure.
Power Witches in there, you would expect more of that instead
I was
of
expecting anything other than Zoom and Roku. I mean, what in the world? That's your top 3 stocks right now? Tesla, Zoom, Roku?
And didn't Pelosi, I'm sorry, her husband just sell Zoom?
Say that
The
again.
last one? Didn't Pelosi's husband sell Zoom recently?
Pelosi's husband sold a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's a whole other conversation for another day. But
Isn't Zoom down 60%?
more than that.
80.
More than that, my friend.
80.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Bitcoin.
So it's actually not. The thing of it is about Zoom, and I actually like Zoom, the company, and I think that they're going to be fine. The growth for Zoom is actually still very good. When you compare it to some of the other tech stocks, the growth is actually pretty damn good. 10% year over year when we take out the pandemic. So that's something that I think, in my opinion, actually is a legitimate stock. But the problem is that it got so overvalued during the pandemic that now nobody wants to touch it because everybody's going back to work and the growth is slowed compared to what we saw during the pandemic. And anybody in the right mind would know that type of growth was not going to sustain, right? At its peak, it was trading 90 times sales, which is absolutely insane. Roku, the same thing. Roku, I don't think has the same type of growth trajectory, and I really don't understand Kathy Wood's arguments on that. But Tesla, I think, speaks for itself. That stock's going to continue to go bananas. But these other 2, really are head scratchers for me, and I know Don has a lot of opinions on that as well.
Come on, Don. Roll with it.
I'm just saying, like, it sounds like Kathy Wood just wants to get on her 4th before the 3rd one blows up. So hop in.
And I think you'll link it, Brad, but didn't she also just open up a new small investor access to VC funds where small investors can get in for $500? So between these 3, between these 3 picks and hey, we'll let anybody in for $500, it really just looks like they're searching for change in the couch cushion at this point, because I don't understand the picks outside of Tesla, and I certainly don't understand. I mean, you're not being altruistic trying to open up, this great opportunity for the little guys. That's not what you're doing. Let's be honest here. You're a corporation. You need to make money. And so you're opening that up because you're trying to get money any way you can at this point. I don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't know about it either.
Everyone I've talked to on the institutional side has steered me away.
Good.
From her. So, and she's already blown up a couple firms. This is her 3rd one. Well, it sounds like this is going to be her 4th opportunity here. But it's just the product of her own stuff. What she gets in is innovation. Tesla was the only reason you guys know about her.
Right.
But, you know, most of that stuff does fail. It's hard to just like, we're in a technology world. There is constantly somebody trying to invent something better or a better way to do what you already do. Like, you are under attack from every angle. If you are not Amazon and Google, it is like a 99.9% chance of failure. So she was put in charge of that in her field. And like, that was like her niche. And all of those are just failing. She had an outrageous price target on Tesla. And then just it being so outrageous brought attention to it, which caused its own just bunch of buying to come in. And we saw Tesla finally get on the roadmap. Elon's tweets finally get crazy. And if it wasn't for Tesla, we probably wouldn't know about half the investors we do. Who's the one Meet Kevin always brings on? It's not Greg, is it?
No, I know who you're talking about.
Ross Gerber. Yeah.
Gerber,
You wouldn't know about Ross. You wouldn't know about Kathy. And while Kathy's team, I'm sure, is awesome, I think Ross Gerber, the way he talks, I think he sounds like a good guy, but you just wouldn't know about him if it wasn't for Tesla.
Right.
And I think a lot of people just assumed a lot of other things because that one pick was good. So just hearing this, all I would say is I would make sure you do your due diligence, but I would look at the person you're investing into, not necessarily just the picks, but having Zoom as your number one in ARK-K is. So once I found out Zoom was number one in ARK-K, I haven't looked at ARK-K since. I've literally never cared about it since. I thought that was silly.
I agree.
Moved
I agree
on,
as well. You don't have to know a ton about the markets and charts and fundamentals to look at that list and say this ain't gonna work. I mean, you just have to have a little bit of a projection type mind to realize this ain't gonna end well.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the big thing that I don't understand about Zoom in general is that it does have competitors. I mean, we use Teams here within our own company, and there's plenty of other video sharing marketplaces. And I know that some of the, I guess, quote unquote, moat they're talking about could be around surrounding around the Zoom phone and that sort of thing. I just don't understand why it would be number one for you. I really don't get that. Now, Kathy Wood has made some decent calls, obviously Tesla being her claim to fame, but she's also a mega Bitcoin bull as well.
She is.
So there is.
She's working on ETFs and a few other
things.
Yes.
Yeah. Crypto related ETF that she's working on as well. So there's some interesting things that she's working on that I'm like, okay, this makes sense. And then there's other ones where I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I don't really get it.
That's something else that we need to be ready for, because when we do get out of this bear market and we start getting into a bull run and Bitcoin just starts doing what we all know it's going to do and starts taking off parabolic, there's going to be a lot of people coming out of the woodworks at that point that said, I knew about it in the bear market. I bought it for myself. I bought it for my company. I bought it for my corporation. And they're all going to look like geniuses now. And the next Kathy Wood, the next iteration of her is going to come out. We need to be ready for that. Just see, well, they called Bitcoin because it's coming.
We've been calling it. Peter's been calling it since 2010.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's how the whole community came together. Is once someone realizes what this means, but a decision like this, unless there's a new COVID coming out, a new lockdown coming in, I don't see the grand scheme of Zoom like going so heavy on it.
Right.
Well, that's the difference. Like, again, Michael Saylor coined it in a way where he said, no one has studied Bitcoin and understood it and then not owned it.
Correct.
Can you say the same thing about Zoom? Can you say the same thing about Roku? Like, can you spend time on this and then not help but purchase it because you understand it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's also important you guys talk about the Bitcoin winter, the bear markets, because every one of these people that said they called the bottom and all that, they're going to sound like Michael Burry. They've been talking about Bitcoin since 2010. Not for Peter, but I'm saying someone's been calling from 2010, and he's right every time it goes up. He disappears when it goes down, but he's right again every time it goes up. But when you can
That's
say like,
fair.
no, we talked about the bear market, we talked about the bottom, we talked about it going up, that'll set you aside from all of them.
Yes.
Good
And
point.
you, the viewer, stay engaged in financial things during bear markets.
Yep.
For the love of God, where we see that the general population disengages from financial
Oh my God.
shows
Yeah.
During the times they should be paying attention, because here's where you pick your winners for the future. So stay engaged, guys, and join the conversation in Discord.
It is crazy to see the disengagement from the finance. And Don and I have experienced this firsthand as being finance channels that we've had. Is like we're seeing it across the board. And I just looked at CNBC's ratings, and they're down 125,000 viewers over the last month. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, so the market's down, and everybody's just not going to pay attention to it anymore. And
Basically,
they're back at the top of the market. I
Yeah,
just
they
don't
fall more
understand.
at the top.
be an ostrich with your head in the sand. I mean, that's what a lot of people tell you to do during bear markets. Just buy it, set it, and forget it. Go do something else. Go figure out a hobby. Go spend time with your family. Go do something else. But if you watch the charts nonstop or read the news nonstop, it's doom and gloom, and you'll freak out and do something that you shouldn't do. So it's not bad advice just to go do something else, but yeah, pay attention at the same time.
You're correct.
Yeah, if you're not actively doing it, why subject yourself to that anyway? Like if you're trying to take advantage of all the peaks and valleys, because there's a lot of that in a bear market. Some of the most volatility you've ever seen. It's the best time to trade. But yeah, if you're a person that just buys and holds, like what are you even doing looking at a chart? Like you're lying to yourself thinking you're going to stop out and buy back in cheaper. Just ignore it.
That's me.
Exactly.
That is me.
Exactly.
Just
Or
for now.
continue your business.
It's going to change,
during
damn.
these times.
Before we get off Kathy Wood, I'm going to say one thing that probably, if she doesn't blow up this firm, I think the ARC-G, the genomics, that's the only one that stands to, and it's going to randomly happen. It's going to blow up. They're doing DNA sequencing and stuff like that. One of those guys is bound to just cure cancer or something. If she has the lucky pick that does pick that, which I have to assume the research team did something to look into these companies, that's going to be the one I think that goes nuts randomly one day. Is like they figured something out and cured Alzheimer's or something like that.
Wouldn't that be some shit where we go from a huge vaccine, COVID, I don't want anything to do with this type of environment for so long to we solved it. We're good. Now we're making money. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're bipolar.
But if you think about it, I think Peter will delve deeper into that. That's what I learned now getting involved with the VC world is the barbell strategy. You place bets on sure ones that you understand fully, and it's just numbers. And then you have on the other side of the barbell, the high risk ones that all you need it from that batch of, let's say 10, if 2 take off and they take off like they should, it covers all the other 8 sins that are in the group. So
the only thing is
strategic decision though.
The only thing is that Kathy's is more like a seesaw, in that all of her speculative things are at the bottom of the seesaw, and then there's Tesla.
She's unracking the weight wrongs. I mean, yeah, she's like pulling everything off of one side, man.
Put the 35 on first, and then the 45.
This only barbell strategy we need. Is that right there? That looks like barbell to you.
You're too much flexing. You already flexed the other stream, right?
Hey, you watching though? Keep watching, Don.
Yeah, I was like, look at that technique.
We're waiting for the lats, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, give me a couple more mimosas. I'm flexing everywhere, flexing on everybody. Love it.
With that said, we do have. With that said, we do have our special guest, which is the one and only Peter Saddington. What's up, my man? Happy Friday.
Good morning. Oh, you're muted, Peter.
What's going on?
Yeah, he wanted to take care
of that. What's up, guys?
We need Peter to flex for us. Flex for us, bro.
Good morning.
Come on.
Good morning.
Flex, Peter.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Come on.
Good morning. Good morning, Crypto Nation. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I've so far loved all the stories this morning. A lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. We're going from oscillating from several women today, one old and one old but plastic surgeon, I guess, stacked up. Shania is, I can't believe she actually looks that good. It's amazing. Either it's Photoshop or it's the setup or what have you. But I'll tell you, was she 59?
57.
Yeah, dude.
If only we could all look so good at 57.
Wait, don't you have the genetics to look that good? Like, you're gonna look the same when you're 59, though, right?
I'm actually 65. So, absolutely, Don. Yeah. They say if Asian don't raisin, right? Asian don't raisin. I think that's how it goes, right? Black don't crack, Asian don't raisin. White, you're just kind of fucked.
Yeah. Peter's like, no one listens to me because they think I'm 20. He's like, I'm really 69.
Nice.
That explains the Metamucil.
Absolutely. It's great to hear you guys. It's great to see all of you guys on this Friday. Hey, I had a question actually when I was thinking about this coming on. I was like, what are you guys doing this weekend? Anything happening this weekend that's going to be fun and exciting for any of you guys? We talk a lot of crypto. We talk about a lot about the kind of the news and what's going on in the landscape. But I'm just curious. Any of you guys doing anything fun?
I am taking my kids to go see Disney Frozen and Encanto on ice tomorrow.
Frozen and Encanto.
Yep.
So it's going to be a place where you don't talk about Bruno and you don't talk about the slightly sexual. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah. Well, all the Disney movies all have some sort of let's say innuendo.
There is a straight up penis in the Beauty and the Beast cover. If you think
No.
I'm kidding,
That's Little Mermaid.
Is it Little Mermaid? Yeah,
Yeah,
the golden wiener. There's a golden wiener right there in your
That's
face.
the little gold
Clearly,
collar.
clearly,
It's
Don
not
knows
there
about the
anymore. If
golden
you look
wiener.
at the new one, it's gone.
It's probably one of Don's zones, the golden wiener zone. You have
Okay.
to tag that.
We're really good at making things up like this. So Don, you are now the holder of the golden wiener.
You know what's really awkward is I don't know if I should say this on stream is
We actually have a 3D printer, so we're gonna print you out a golden wiener trophy, golden wiener award. Actually, just like the celebrity, we were talking about celebrities earlier, right? So just like the celebrities do, celebrities have their own award shows to award themselves of their job. The celebrity award shows is the only award system in the world where you get an award for doing your job. So Don, we're going to give you an award for doing your job. It's going to be called the Golden Penis Award. That's great.
I just wanted to someone recognize me. I appreciate
Let me
this.
add that to my weekend duties then.
That's right. And on the next bull run, you better call it the next erection, okay?
One big giant boner candle.
That's right. And it's green. It's the Hulk, baby.
The memes for days.
Amazing.
Memes
This
for
is a-
days, guys. Anybody else? What else? So we got Greg going to see Disney on Ice, and we got Don going to be seeing the Golden Penis. The wiener.
I'm just chilling. I'm actually going to be working a little bit more on Tampa and I's new sports channel.
Yeah, actually, I've been seeing that. Really excited about that. Tell us more.
It's really just getting started, but we're trying to build a channel just focused around football for right now. The NFL and college football. Tampa is huge in college football, so it's something that she's super excited about to chat about, and we'll just see where it goes. I think that we're going to start incorporating some sports betting into some of that, and maybe we'll make some money. We'll see.
What about NASCAR?
Chaos Sports.
Well,
Yeah.
it's NASCAR is sports. And
Absolutely.
racing is sports.
Absolutely.
Start covering some of that stuff because we
I like
actually
that.
have some in-house DCTV people that know a lot about NASCAR and a lot about F1 and these types of things too. So that's actually a pretty good idea. What? Give us a shout out. Where in the chat can we find your new YouTube and stream and all that stuff?
I will put it in the chat, but it is called Chaos Sports. It's the only channel that's called Chaos Sports, so it should be pretty easy to find and search. But I will attach that link in the chat in just a
Super
moment.
excited about that. You guys, make sure you check out Chaos Sports, YouTube it. You can search in YouTube for that, or obviously they're going to be smashing that in the chat right now. Make sure you go check that out. I think that's a fantastic look. Every time, and I'm not a sports guy. You guys all know this. So I just follow pretty much just racing. Well, I guess that's sports, but not the overall more popular sports like-
Motorsports. It's fair.
yeah, football and all that stuff. But I know that every time that I'm at a gym or I'm at airport, or anytime I'm looking at some type of sports newscast, it's always the same knuckleheads. It's always the same people talking about the same jazz. Now, some of them I've been watching for decades, so I respect, right? But at the same time, I think the sports arena certainly needs to continue to move out into the alternative media, the YouTube and this type of stuff. So I think based on my very limited, market understanding of the needs and scale of the sports commentary arena, I think you guys have a great idea here. Take it on. Start talking more. Bring people into that community, because I think the mainstream media side of sports commentary doesn't really have community as part of the kind of pillars of their success. Would you say?
It's actually dying. I have a buddy of mine who is in Baltimore, who covers Baltimore sports. He and I share a studio up in Baltimore, and he got fired from his network television job, and then started his own YouTube channel just covering Baltimore sports. That's it, and he's blowing up. It's crazy.
And this if there's, for all the listeners out there, like, this is actually a lot. What we're experiencing right now, what you guys are witnessing right now, is very much part of kind of the problem solving that we as operators on this stream together. We're all entrepreneurs here. This is a DCTV. I think many can easily see DCTV as okay, here's some talking heads about crypto and finance and traditional markets and these types of things. But that would be the worst analogy. It would be the worst model to look at these individuals here. All of these people here on this stream are operators. They're all entrepreneurs. They are all endeavoring and building revenue generating projects. And so what is really unique and really cool is that everyone out there that's viewing this, you have an opportunity to listen in on operators discussing and talking about things that, yes, are maybe mainstream media news, maybe germane and contextually relative to what's going on in your life. But at the same time, don't miss the juju. Don't miss the juice. A lot of the stuff that we bring up in DCTV is contextually relative and important for the decisions that these individuals, Tamp, Greg, Don, Brad, and Jaime, what they have, it helps them make the decisions that they have to make their projects successful. And so I like asking these types of questions and thinking about these types of things, bringing up this new sports commentator show, because this is what operators do, is they look at opportunities in the market. They look at opportunities for revenue, and they look and say, how can I, as a person, maybe we'll talk about this someday, but person market fit, how am I the right person for this demographic, and how can I create the right product and or service to serve this market? And so I'm going into a little bit of some business building here, but I get excited about that because it's a natural tendency for me as I'm staring at these 5 individuals. I'm staring at business builders. I'm staring at, for me as a venture capitalist, I'm staring at investable individuals. I'm looking at money as I stare at these guys. And so for me, I always get excited because I know what they are capable of. I know what they're making. I know where their projects are headed. And so I get excited about seeing if we can bleed out even more value from these guys that are here.
And I think it's beyond bleeding what's being built in terms of community has always been like the glue that brought us all together here present today is community. And DCTV itself began as a community with the Bitcoin hub. So, and I remember the beginnings in that Bitcoin.pub, which is what Discord is becoming now, our DCTV Discord. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers saw that change where it's not a shift, it's an actual evolution and clarity in terms of direction where all of us business-minded souls, brave souls during this bear market, it's not brave. If you understand how to build a business, this is the time to build it. So where are you seeing everything going, Peter? Because I know this alignment.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I think and this actually, it is Friday, September 30th, so we can mark the day. The first day that we can officially say that DCTV has an investor, a venture capitalist in a fund that is deploying capital today on the show. So that's a nice nuance. But let's talk a little bit about the history of DCTV and where it's come from and where it's evolved to today. DCTV started, so let's go way back. So we'll have to add in another a new nuance here. In 2016, I started a YouTube channel called Bite-Sized Bitcoin. Some of you guys were there. Some of you guys remember this YouTube channel. It grew like mad. The focus of Bite-Sized Bitcoin was essentially to educate people about cryptocurrency and my journey into cryptocurrency, not only as an investor previously, but now as an operator and entrepreneur. And so Bite-Sized Bitcoin for me was a online journal that allowed me to tell the story of how I'm learning about crypto and coding Bitcoin and forking coins and learning more about the market and building essentially businesses around this. And then we grew from like mad from 2016 to 17. A lot of the guys here jumped on board. We built a forum called the Bitcoin.pub, a great place for us to commune, connect, and begin world building together. And so bite-sized Bitcoin grew and grew and grew, and this was at the height of just when we had touched $5,000 on Bitcoin. Eventually, in end of 2017, we touched 20,000. So it was one of the biggest rallies in Bitcoin's history. Now, during that time as well was a lot of uncertainty around what Bitcoin was and cryptocurrency was. We saw the rise of Ethereum. We saw the rise of ICOs and tons of scam coins and pump and dumps and these types of things. And so due to that, and because we know that YouTube and Google and Twitter are all, you know, they're good gods, right? They don't censor people. They don't care about what people know. Because they are not that. They are not benevolent gods. They are malevolent gods. They decided to censor bite-sized Bitcoin. They deleted over 3,000 of our videos. And we immediately, within the day, I went right to the community in the Bitcoin pub and said, okay, I'm screwed. We blew up this YouTube channel, but they decided to censor us. They shut us down, deleted everything. What do we do? And my immediate response was, well, let's just make a community YouTube channel. We started DCTV in early 2018. We exploded up to 100,000 subscribers, and then we started trickling off because life and censorship. But what was really awesome, at the height of DCTV in 2018, we had 13 contributors all over the world that was creating content for the world. And on average, we were doing about 6.2 videos per day. And so the goal at the time was to create essentially a 24-hour news system where every hour new news was dropping out into the world from DCTV. Now, from there, so now let's catch up to today. From there to today, DCTV has evolved. DCTV has learned a lot. And when I say DCTV, I'm talking about these people, all the people that you're looking at right now on this stream. We've learned a lot. We've built businesses in the background. We've grown. We've changed. We know what we can do to bring DCTV to its next level, and using DCTV as a larger platform for bringing operators in. And so DCTV, under Brad's guidance and Brad's leadership here, and as well as TAMP, DCTV has grown to a business model in which it is investable. And so today I am announcing, it's already happened, but today I'm announcing to the world and everyone out there that DCTV is a full startup that has been invested in by Stoss Fund. Yay. And so we are and you might say, okay, great. So now they have, now DCTV has money behind them. Well, they're still a startup, right? You have to earn it. So we have plans for profitability for DCTV. We have plans to invite you guys, the viewers, into this profit sharing community, as well as profit community, is what we essentially call it, sum total. But what's great about this is it allows DCTV the necessary funding and guidance to begin revenue generation as well as expansion. And so I know that Brad and Ann and Jaime and Don and Greg have some great plans for what DCTV is doing, but it's exciting because DCTV is one of a portfolio of investments that we have made into the future of cryptocurrency. And I think that is where I want to stop right now, is that we, all of us here, are investing our lives, our time, our content, and inviting you into a new journey in this new class of cryptocurrency, this new phase, this new market that's emerging, kind of coming out of this winter, we'll see. And we're inviting you guys into that journey as well. So I'm really excited to announce that. I'm really excited to be here with you guys. Would love any questions, comments, or anything like that.
So one of the things I'll just quickly interject is we have to make the move first, meaning it's not like Shark Tank, this whole community. It's people coming together with one common crypto itself and businesses. Usually it's entrepreneurs that join our community. And most of the times in our member Bitcoin.pub, you would see, I hear an echo. So
yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
So you will see the industries come out of it. There's quite a few accountants, tax accountants for crypto that came from the Bitcoin.pub. There's so many businesses that spawned and everyone met inside DCTV. But what had to happen first, me as a viewer, for example, when I first started engaging in how I met Peter, was I have to build something. I have to have a vision forward, and I have to put my own skin in the game to then begin even the conversation of investments or anything else. So there has to be a business model. And I found that community where I could polish everything we're doing. And that's the goal, the essence of DCTV, is where we can all come together from whatever back. Tamp's in the CBD world. Don is in yourself. We're in the traditional finance world.
Yeah.
Like Greg was in the data center, massive data, Disney, Google, you name it, these huge industries. So it is a great location to come together, but we have to do our part first.
Yes.
And you'll find it.
And DCT, and this is the invitation. I want to make this invitation abundantly clear to everyone out there, whether you're listening to us live or whether you're listening to us on replay. The invitation should be very clear. We want you to join us at DCTV. Who's DCTV? It's a bunch of entrepreneurs and operators who have projects that are funded by a venture fund. So let's put that together. So we have a venture fund and a community of operators that have been invested in, and their job is to grow revenue for themselves, their project, as well as all their customers and everyone else. And so what Jaime just talked about is exactly the design in which funding came. It is you're an operator, or maybe you're what I like to call an entrepreneur-curious individual, right? You're curious about entrepreneurship. You have an idea. You have something that might have legs. Well, great. Join us, because we are talking about amazing business building, prosperity, generation ideas all the time. And that's what our community is. It's a community that helps each other grow their independent startup, but also share the load, grow each other, share experiences, share time, share capacity, we're all sharing here for the overall communal growth of this community. And so what's really cool here is that, and I think this is the best way to kind of create a massive separation or differentiation between what you might consider a venture fund to be versus what Stas Fund is. Many of you guys out there might not know what private equity, venture funding and all this stuff does. But essentially, at the end of the day, they're people with lots of money who want to make more money by investing in ideas. Those ideas come with operators. I think it would be an easy thing to say that most venture funds, most high net worth individuals, most private equities, and most banks, well, let me ask it this way. Do you think that most VCs, most private equity, most high net worth individuals, and most banks have huge communities behind them? What do you guys say?
No, they don't.
The answer is no, because they don't.
They have their buddies.
They have friends. They have chingus. They have guys that they can do deal flow with, but they don't have community. Okay. So the primary purpose of a VC, a fund manager, a GP, a banker, a high net worth individual, these types of institutions, their primary job is to cut checks to startups and give money to investable ideas. Well, money is great. Money is great. It solves a lot of problems. Trust me, we know this.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what's even better than money? Real customers that make you money. Real feedback to help you understand how to improve your projects, improve your functions, your features, your services better. All of that feedback a VC does not have. All they can do is cut you a check and say,
And pray.
don't lose my fucking money. Make my money.
Right.
We're done with that. We, Tamp, Greg, Don, Brad, and Jaime, and myself have lived in the startup game for long enough. And we know that getting a check is amazing, but getting feedback, getting real customers, getting community behind that is the dry powder necessary for real success. So we're doing venture investing differently. We are attaching venture investment to communities of operators so that these investments have a higher chance of survival and revenue generation. That is our differentiation between any other venture fund. Venture funds Private equity, banks, institutional investors do not have people to help the startups. They only have money. Well, we have money, we have people, we have community, we have like-minded individuals who want you to prosper, you to succeed, and we're creating tools for you guys to grow with us. And I can't wait for DCTV to announce, and I won't say anything right now because I want to say stuff now, but I can't.
Thanks, Peter.
But I can't wait for DCTV to be the megaphone of some of the newest, let's just say, revenue-bearing, asset-generating products that you guys out there can participate in. And it's going to be awesome. So I'm super excited about this. This is something that has evolved over many years. And interestingly enough, might be shocking to some, but it takes those years to get us to a point where we've finally amalgamated what we believe to be is a really, really effective model of success in entrepreneurship as well as success in venture capital. So
absolutely. And that answers Dilam Okali. I don't know if I even pronounced it correctly, where it says, what is the business of DCTV now? Well, there is no now. It has always been community. It has always been for the entrepreneurs, people who are builders in this world, to come together. And Boss Don says, well, how do we as a community members get involved? Peter, I'd love for you to expand on that, but a very basic one is exactly what you did, Boss Don. You came onto the show. You came to our facility here in North Carolina, toured it, touched it, left your signature on the Bitcoin miners. Like, you actually made it real, where you could understand what the hell we're building and what the hell is Bitcoin. Is it just fairy dust? It changes your perspective. So now that you're involved, you came on stream to explain the business you were in, and now community members can attach. You started meeting people that were aligned with what you're building. So now it's just building. So how do the community get involved?
So the best way to get involved is, I'm sure someone's going to smash the link in chat right now, is to join the DCTV Discord. That's going to be the best place for you to plug immediately into a multiplicity of different categories, whether it's Bitcoin, it's social media, whether it's cars, whether it's trading, whether it's mining, staking. There's lots of different ways for you to plug in. Now, obviously, we want everyone and anyone to join us. However, if you are someone who is an operator or entrepreneur curious individual, then this is your place to pitch us. This is your place to tell us about your idea. You see, we're not going to build your idea for you, but we have a great place for people to help you and discuss it with you. And maybe, just as Jaime said, maybe you might smash atoms with individuals in our community that might want to join you on your project, join you on your epic journey, your epic quest. And that's okay. And that's what we want. We want those atoms to smash. We want people to be connected with each other. Don't miss this. This is by design. Everyone in this stream was brought together in crypto community. We smashed atoms, and guess what? We ended up building businesses out of that. Oh, took a couple years. That's fine. Tis but a scratch. It is what it is. It takes time for these things to germinate, these things to grow, these relationships to learn to fucking trust each other. Like, this takes time. And I don't think that there's anyone here that would say, oh man, I'm so sad it took 2 years for Peter to trust me, or for me to trust Peter, and me to trust Jaime or Brad. I'm so sad. No, we're not sad. It's today's baby. It's Friday, September 30th. This is exactly the timing that it needed to be, because today we're alive and we're doing it, aren't we?
Absolutely. Like Tamp and Brad right now launching their channels on the sports side.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
And that's
I think there's going to be a lot to that. There's a lot that's going to come out.
We want to celebrate your launches. We want to celebrate what you guys are doing, as long as it's contextually relative to what we're doing and just profit generating towards our way. Let's be honest. Let's be intellectually honest, and don't be the type of douchebag to come into our community. Take. We're not a take.
Right.
Yeah.
We're give. We're give because we know that we give. Everybody wins, right? So join us in the Discord, join us in our community, give us your ideas, talk about, and you might say, well, I don't have any ideas. Attach yourself to a revenue generating project and make fucking money.
Yes. Stop wondering.
Like that's it.
Start meeting. Start asking. Get engaged. Get involved, guys. We're all in there.
Amen.
You know, and it's crazy. Like with today's society, the internet, everything else, if you have a passion, you don't even have to be a master of it. But if you have a passion and you let people follow you on the journey to mastering that craft, you can monetize that in today's society. So all you have to do, Peter told me one time, he said, don't create. He said, document. Right. So all you have to do is have passion about something. Even if you're a green bean, you're just passionate and you want to start. Man, just start forming a community around your passion, around your idea, and then let that organically grow. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're like, man, I just liked painting Warhammers. Now all of a sudden I'm making money off of it, just showing people how I do it. Right. It's amazing.
I'll buy a Warhammer.
Whatever. I'll buy a Warhammer from you too. I mean, let's do this. We love watching people grow.
Greg, print me a Warhammer so I can sell it to Tamp. Thanks.
There it goes on the list.
Greg's
There
like,
it is.
wait, how do I make money in this deal?
Well, since I'm using your equipment, I'm okay with that.
That's right. And that's the beauty of this, guys. Remember back in the days where Peter was always mentioning, we're building. Well, we are building a shit ton of stuff. And a pure example of no one expected it, but one of our members who designed one of the two projects, the emblem of Peter's previous project, Simon Oxley, who also designed the first Twitter bird, all of a sudden forced the community's hands or Peter's hands to declare, by the way, we have an NFT platform where you can actually participate. So you see, we are always building, and that's what we want. If you want to build, if you want to build a better future for yourself, for your children, for whatever drives you to do things, join us, guys. Don't stop staring at this question. Get involved. Let's go.
That's Jaime's favorite saying is stop staring at it, flush it. I almost feel like Jaime has some dysfunctional bowel movements sometimes because the analogy is so fluid and so consistent from his mouth. But I love you. I love you, man. I love you, man.
So much better after a mimosa. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
That
Staring at
He
it.
does
flush it.
tend to get diarrhea of the mouth, though.
I do. It's verbal, guys. And I don't stare at it.
It's
Everyone else is staring at it. What
it's
the hell
that
do you say?
saying. It's that saying, and putting your nuts on the table is his two favorite sayings.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's something about
Yeah.
guys and poop. I swear to God, some of my best guy friends and the best guys in the world think it's hilarious to send me pictures of their curlers, and I hate it. I hate it. It's a guy thing. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
they send you
man.
pictures of the Loch Ness monster?
I hate it when they do it. They're just like, Tamp, at some point you'll think it's funny. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I'm not wired the same way as you nasty suckers are.
But they have you talking about it on stream, so it's working.
Man, my boy, I swear, if he ever listens to this, he'll be like, oh, she's talking about me. Oh, man.
All right, great stuff today on today's show. I did want to round it out because it is fucking Friday on celebrity birthdays. Today is Max Verstappen's birthday. He's 25 years old.
That's right. Fuck, you're right. Shit.
And T-Pain is also 38.
Oh, okay.
T-Pain is
Oh.
30. He's younger than me.
I know. Which makes me like when he put out "I'm in Love with a Stripper," he must have
Yeah,
been
how old was he when he had that song?
Yeah. And how did he get in the club to write that song?
It's got to be 15. That's got to be 15, 16 years ago, right?
He must have been a man child getting into that.
He's
club.
got to be. What? He's the godfather of auto-tune. Is it T-Pain? He's got to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Got
'cause
to be.
I'm on a boat. Isn't he the one that did the "I'm on a boat"?
Yes.
See that one?
With the champagne. He was.
Yeah.
Long Island, yeah.
We should. You know what we should do? We should have "On a Boat" outro us out.
Let's
That'll
do
be
it.
hilarious.
The music. We're not gonna have the sound working. That's the problem.
Yeah, it'll be echoing.
Yeah, I know. God damn, we're gonna fix that. Julio would have been 60 tomorrow.
Coolio.
Oh, R.I.P.
Would have been 60 tomorrow. But more importantly, Tory Lane is 40 today. She was a star of Anal Boot Camp 3, Sperm Diet, and
Guys,
It's weird that you know that.
Guys,
That's weird that
like
you know that.
Peter's leaving. God,
You better put that CD away, sir.
Peter spun echoed right out as he should have.
That's gonna do it for today's show. Thanks, guys. We'll be back next Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Please go follow that link in our Discord and hang out with us at DCTV. We'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.
Stay safe, everyone. Have a
Have a
good
great
one.
week.